bringing big toes to touch, pressing the palms down into the mat, hips to heels. Bringing attention to your breath, lengthening the inhale and the exhale. Bringing more power, more force to your breath. Cleansing your body, letting go with every exhale. On your next inhale, lift up just a few inches. And on the exhale, press down a little more, pressing through the palms, activating the stretch. Beginning to wiggle slightly left to right, moving into one shoulder, then the other. Moving with your own body. Don't feel like you have to look like me here. Everyone will look different. Slowly working your way up. Walking the hands back towards you, an inch at a time. Sitting up taller and taller as you continue to rock side to side, rolling into each shoulder. Continue walking the hands closer as you sit up taller, rounding through your upper back, pressing through the hands. Exhaling, moving forward and reversing. Exhale, press out and move back. Forward and back. Taking a few more of these, arching through the back and then rounding. Next time you arch forward, hold there, taking some gentle rolls in the shoulders, pulling them down and back against your spine. And hinging forward to come to a tabletop. We'll flow through some cat-cows here. So dropping your belly down towards the mat, inhaling your gaze high. And exhale, rounding your back towards the sky or the ceiling. Inhale and switch. Pressing the air out as you round. Continuing here. One more inhale, gaze high. And pressing the air out, let it all go. Gently coming back to neutral, holding the core in tight and pressing the rib cage over to the left and to the right. Just moving out side to side here. Always moving with your own body, doing what feels good to you. It's always the best kind of yoga. Always reminding yourself that this is your practice. I'm just here to lead you. Wagging out a couple more times, side to side, before you hinge forward, lowering down onto your belly. Rolling the shoulders up, back and down, loosening out. Just moving with your breath, doing what feels good here. On the next inhale, lifting the chest, pulling the shoulder blades in towards one another, and bringing the hands right below the shoulders as you begin to lean to one side, then the other, rolling the right, then the left. Pressing a little more through the hands every time, deepening the back bend, pressing the chest forward, opening the heart towards the front of the room or directly in front of you. Bringing the stretch into the upper back. And as you take your next big inhale, hold there, pressing your chest forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and press up. And release down. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fall. Pressing the palms right below the shoulders. Reverse push-up. Stay strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking some time here to walk out side to side, bending into one knee and then the other. On the next inhale, rising high on the toes. And as you exhale, the heels come down a little closer. Lifting and pressing down. Lifting, and this time hold here, bending into the knees, pressing the chest towards the thighs. Getting a big stretch through the shoulders. And walking the feet up to meet the hands in a forward fold. Holding here, bending deeply into the knees, resting the chest along the thighs and shaking out side to side. Allowing your shoulders, your head, your neck to hang long as you wiggle out. Taking whatever movements feel good to you here. Eventually resting the hands over to the right, the outside of the right foot. And through center to the left. Gently drawing back to center. As you take a big inhale, bending deeply into the knees, exhaling and pressing the legs straight. Inhaling and bending. And exhaling, straightening. Take a couple more bends and straightening through the legs. Keep in mind, you never have to straighten completely. That's not the point here. Holding around the backs of the calves. Pull yourself closer. Maybe you take a shoulder rinse if that feels good to you. Allowing the weight of the hands to pull the shoulders open, deepening the stretch. Bending at the knees, hips are coming down closer towards the mat. Eventually releasing the shoulder rinse if you have it, bringing the hands to heart center for Malasana Yogi Squat. If this doesn't feel good to you, you can always prop yourself up on a bolster or a block, using the elbows to help widen the hips. Take a couple wiggles here if that feels good. Rounding through the back, pressing the palms out forward and inhaling, opening up towards the sky. Rounding forward and opening up. Rounding forward. Take these at your own pace. This time as you round forward, sit back, pulling the knees into the chest and take a couple rock and rolls here, forward and back. Energizing the body. Seeing how much you can round through your spine to make the smoothest roll. And holding for a second or two at the top of each roll. And eventually allowing yourself to lie down on your back. Bringing hands palm face down to either side and lowering the knees on over to the right, taking a twist, gaze to the left. Inhaling the knees through center and over to the left, gaze to the right. Inhaling knees to center and feet come down to the mat, pressing the hips high. Either stay here or add the arms, inhale above your head. Exhale down to either side. And lift the arms down to either side. Continue with the arms as you press the hips higher. Eventually bringing the hands to a clasp behind the back, walking the heels in, pressing the hips higher, finding more of a back bend. And exhale, gently lowering the hips all the way down to the floor. Legs extend, taking a fish pose here if you like. Otherwise, going straight to pulling the knees into the chest. Knees come to chest if you were in fish. Rock gently left to right, and then begin those rock and rolls again, forward and back. Crossing at the ankles, because as we roll forward, the feet are going to plant down. Planting the hands to the mat and stepping the feet back to downward facing dog, walking out a little bit here. Inhaling the right leg high. And setting it down. Next inhale, left high. Drawing more energy in. Exhale, set it down. Right side. And left side. One more each side on the right. And the left. Pressing and releasing. Knees come down to the mat close to one another and pressing back for a child's pose. Releasing through the back as you gently roll up to seated. Rounding through the back, coming up one vertebrae at a time, taking some rolls in the shoulder as you rise. Up towards the ears and down along the spine. Big cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. On the next inhale, hands reach up to either side, palms come to touch, meeting at heart center. Inhaling, sweep them high, deep breath in, and exhale, heart center. Drawing in the energy, breathe in, deepest breath of the class, and meet at heart center. I want to thank you all for flowing with me today. I hope you enjoyed and you're feeling good, ready to conquer the rest of your day or the rest of your practice. Namaste.